Things I like a lot, a series of biomech talk, problem solving with engineering paper. During my undergrad, our professors always had us do our homework on engineering paper, and they had a really great process for setting up and organizing a problem. Then when I got to grad school and became a TA, I noticed that a lot of my students would struggle on tests when they didn't have a similar framework to set up a problem. Here's a few reasons why I think this problem-solving method is helpful. It helps you to improve your organization, and it also helps you to get clear about the problem, so it's very obvious what you know and then what you still don't know and are trying to solve. It's also super easy to grade, which your professors will appreciate, and it's easy to understand and review. I can go back to my homework problems that I did 7 years ago, and I still know what was happening in the problem. Here's how to set up a problem with engineering paper. So at the top of the engineering paper, we're going to use the boxes to label what we're working on. In the left-hand side, we're going to write our name. Then we can add the course number. For example, it could be a biomechanics course. Then we'll write the assignment number. It could be 6 or 7, depending on the homework set that you're working on. And then also the number of the problem that we're doing. Then on the right-hand side, we're going to add the due date of the assignment. And then in the far right corner box, we're going to add the page number of the problem that we're working on, as well as the total number of pages that we have in our assignment. Next, we're going to write out our problem statement where we're going to describe what we're actually solving for. So sometimes you'll get a really long question and you want to be able to distill down what you're actually solving. Then we're going to list out all of the assumptions relative to our problem. In biomechanics, oftentimes we'll be solving a problem where we're assuming static conditions. After that, we want to write down all of our knowns so we can put this in a list, or alternatively, we can put it in our figure. And in our figure, we want to make sure that we're drawing a diagram with clear labels. An example of this would be a free body diagram. And in that case, we always want to make sure that we're including a reference system with our figure. Once we follow all these steps, we're ready to solve our solution step by step at the bottom of the paper. And this can also span multiple pages if we run out of room, so we don't want to squish anything. Then when you have your answer, you want to put that in the bottom and make sure you put a box around it so it's very clear what the final answer is going to be. Here's a blank version of the problem-solving process for reference. I think there's a lot of value to having digital engineering paper. You're able to use it over and over again. You can also use it with a note-taking app on an iPad or a tablet with an app such as GoodNotes. It's really easy to redo or erase if you're working on homework assignments, and it works well for electronic submissions rather than having to scan paper copies of all of your homework. You can check out the link in the description for digital engineering paper. A series of biomech talk, things I like a lot, problem solving with engineering paper.